We start off with just half a tablespoon of peanut oil, and I use anywhere from maybe half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, or sorry, a tablespoon. This stuff, if you use too much, well, consider everything from your lower jaw upwards blown off. Now I like to cook it off, as you can see here, but you can add more if you want later, if you want more heat. You'll probably start to feel like you're choking or you might start coughing, but it won't last too long. I can see I need more oil. At this stage, I'm going to put in my chopped up coriander root. So you see, we use the whole plant when it comes to coriander, or cilantro as some call it. Just want to cook that in there. I'm going to add about a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk. Not the cream, the milk, because the peanut butter will make it thick. Now with the peanut butter, I just start using peanut butter until I get to the consistency that I want. If I make it too thick, I just add more coconut milk, and vice versa. We're going to need at least 2 tablespoons. I've got some jaggery here. I do have other types of palm sugar, but it's too dark and I want this to stay as light as possible. So I'm just going to use jaggery, which I think is palm sugar that the Indians use. I'm just going to put that much in. Again, sugar, it comes down to your taste. If you need it sweeter, or if you want it sweeter, we'll put more sugar in. And you can use just plain sugar or brown sugar. So just make it sweet to your taste. And again, with the fish sauce, my good friend got me that. You remember Vu? I just put in probably 2 tablespoons to start with. When this is all amalgamated, I'll start tasting it, and it might I might put a bit more sugar, or I might put a bit more of the fish oil and the fish sauce in there. Now I also add in the very, very finely chopped up kaffir lime leaf. This, to me, is what really adds the oomph to this sauce. And I might add all of that. I'll see how I go. And I forgot to tell you, with the coriander root that we use, that adds a really nice, another layer of flavor, but you can only use the root. Well, you can use the rest of the plant, but what will happen if you use the green part of the plant is you get this sort of like oil floating on the top. And there's nothing wrong with it. It still tastes absolutely fabulous, but it looks like it's going off. It looks like there's some sort of mold on it. So if you're at home, fine, but if you're going to be at a party, you might not want to make it with the green stuff. Keep the root for that very reason. This sauce, which is sweet and sour cucumber relish, is very, very easy to make. You take a cup of sugar, half a cup of vinegar, and a pinch of salt. Pinch is very, very important. It's the salt that actually takes it out of that sickly candy-like taste and gives it some real oomph. So don't forget the salt. So you boil that up for a couple of minutes, and then all we do is we've got a tablespoon of very finely chopped cucumber, probably half that or a third of that in very finely chopped up carrot, and really it's just for color. It just adds that little orange bits in there, you'll see. I've got all those chilies, okay? Oh. Okay, that's going to be hot, so, and because they float on the top, if you get the first bit there, it'll blow your head off. And I've got some finely chopped up coriander. And that's it. Apart from that, okay, a lot of times I'll use the very, very, very finely chopped up kaffir lime. This one I'm just going to rip the leaves a little bit, like so. I'm going to mush that up, put that in. I'm going to put a couple of those in. And hours from now or tomorrow, I will take these leaves out. But it'll impart the flavor of the kaffir lime. All we do is we pour our basic syrup, or vinegar syrup, over that, and that's it.
Yum.